Okay, so I'm finishing up spring tune-up on this Cub Cadet here. And I just thought of a funny story, and I've been laughing about it for about 20 minutes, and I thought, well, maybe y'all like to hear a funny story while I finish this thing up. In the early 90s, I was a professional drummer, and I was playing with a group called the Impressions. And that was the group that Curtis Mayfield came out of back in the 70s, probably, late 60s, early 70s. We were going around the country, and they were playing conventions and things like that. And the singers were Fred Cash and Sam Gooden. They were from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then Raplh Johnson was from Greenville, South Carolina, and then Smokey was from Chicago. And every time you ask Smokey, he never would tell you your last name. And you say, Smokey, what's your last name? He said, well, the ladies call me Sweet Daddy Soft Belly. And so that's Smokey Sweet Daddy Soft Belly, I guess. But anyway, Raplh Johnson was the one that sang "People Get Ready." There's a train, and I mean, buddy, when he sang that song, I cried every time we played that song. That man sang. I mean, he could sing. And but we used to have a lot of fun with Raplh. It was like if we staying overnight in a hotel or somewhere, and I started. A friend by the name of Mark House loaned me a video camera, and Mark, I'm going to dedicate this video to you. I'm going to send you a link to it. And because I was working at this carpet cleaning company, Mark was working there, and I'd come in with some pretty good stories of what happened. I said, Mark wanted me to tell me. They said, I got a video camera if you want to make some movies. And so I said, please. And so he loaned me his VHS video camera. And one of the things we would do is like, I could imitate Fred Cash. And Fred was the boss. So, if the bus was leaving at, 10 o'clock the next morning, in about 5 minutes after 9, we knew Raplh Johnson would still be asleep. So we'd go down to Ralph's room and knock on his door. Knock loud. Fred knocked on your door, he knocked loud. We knock real loud, and you hear Raplh, and they're going, hey, what's going on? And so I'd get right up to the door, and I'd say, Raplh, or no, I'd say Johnson. Fred always called him Johnson. Johnson, it's Fred. Bus leave in 5 minutes. Well, you could hear him scrambling around in that room trying to get his stuff together because he didn't have anything packed. And in about 3 minutes, he would come out of that door in his boxer shorts and his white wife beater t-shirt, and one sock on, one sock off, shoes around his neck, clothes bag in one hand, band uniforms in the other, running for the bus, and there we'd be standing right there at the end of the hall with that video camera. And then he kind of figure out what we're doing. He'd stop and look, and he'd say, y'all some dirty, and I'm going to let you guess what the last word was, because I ain't going to say it on this YouTube thing. They probably kick me off. But that was a good time. I don't know if this will help you or not, but I hope it made you laugh as hard as it made us.